Help me please, I have inferiority complex. Welcome back, viewers. That's our topic for today. One of you wrote me and asked if I could speak to a very troubling issue, inferiority complex. This can be a crippling affliction. So I'm going to dedicate our next 3 videos to sharing with you about inferiority complex. Today's video is part 1 and covers what is inferiority complex. Tomorrow in part 2, we'll explore what causes inferiority complex. And in part 3, we'll look at options of how to overcome your inferiority complex. Would you like an ongoing supply of essential news, helpful resources, and 100% free reports and advice for business people and leaders? Just take a quick moment to click on the subscribe button, and I promise you'll never have to miss out again. Hey Bonnie, are you having fun? What is inferiority complex? Firstly, you should know that this label is a little outdated. It goes back all the way to 1907, when Alfred Adler, an influential psychoanalyst of the time, used it to describe why some people appear to lack motivation to act in their own best interest or pursue goals to better their lives. Mental health professionals nowadays often use the term chronic low self-esteem to describe these symptoms. The American Psychological Association uses the following definition: basic feeling of inadequacy and insecurity. Hello. Deriving from actual or imagined physical or psychological deficiency. It is completely normal to worry from time to time about our abilities. It's also normal to wonder how we compare to others, be it grades at school or workplace performance, or not feeling as successful in our lives as some of our friends. For most of us, these feelings are infrequent and often situational. We might ponder on them for a while, then remind ourselves that we have other great qualities and we move on with our lives. Or sometimes we use that as a motivation to develop skills or improve ourselves. When significant events bring our self-doubt into full bloom, experiences such as being dumped from a relationship or fired from a job, most of us will be able to find comfort with family and friends. Although there is a major impact, in time we recover and we go on feeling secure in ourselves to lead productive lives. But for those of us with an inferiority complex or chronic low self-esteem, there is a very different response. Typically, this will include one or more of the following: calling yourself names, complaining about your weaknesses, believing this harsh self-criticism, and thinking that this is reasonable to do to yourself. So at the time of these events, when you are most fragile, this deeply unkind attack on yourself serves to reinforce your self-beliefs and contributes to deepening the cycle. Basically, we get what we expect, and people with chronic low self-esteem expect very little. This then becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. With every disappointing event and experience, you become more discouraged and more biased against yourself and your best interests. Consequently, in every aspect of your life, including relationships, social, physical, intellectual, career, you feel not good enough and less than others. An inferiority complex / chronic low self-esteem is not about occasional negative thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It is having a collection of those that you continually add to. Signs that you may have inferiority complex or chronic low self-esteem include being extremely sensitive to both compliments and criticisms, repetitively focusing on thoughts that are upsetting, withdrawing from family members, seeking attention and validation by pretending to be sick or depressed, striving for perfection, avoiding any situation where your efforts might be directly compared with others. Shutting down out of shame, guilt, embarrassment, or an inward sense of defeat. Withdrawing from co-workers and colleagues. Putting others down to transfer your feelings of isolation and failure. Seeking attention by continually bringing the conversation back to yourself. That's a lot to think about, isn't it? Thanks for watching and listening. Join us tomorrow for part 2 in the next video.